All right, ladies, podcast number 1. Here we are. This is happening. Over the past year, maybe even a little longer, we have kind of gotten to know each other and have a very similar interest and passion in kind of working toward a goal of educating and supporting women in our community on specifically 3 main topics, though not limited to: fitness, finance, and fundraising. And so the 3 of us have decided to come together and kind of meet, talk about these topics, find resources in our community, and really find a way to maybe help each other out and others as well. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let LaTisha get started and introduce herself, and then we'll kind of work it around the room.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to be here and with you ladies. And as she said, I'm LaTisha Idlewine. I'm the executive director at the MHP Foundation. I have a background in fitness. I came from the YMCA, but even with that, my background in personal training and exercise science. And I'm excited to be here to bring that message to you guys that we're all learning, right? We're moms. We're working women in the community. We all are the ones that tend to go to the grocery store with sweatpants on thinking we won't run into anybody, and are we doing things right on the day-to-day? And we want to be here and help you guys as openly, as honestly as we can, and I'm excited to help share that message with all of you all. And then we have our KaLeigh, who we will...
Our KaLeigh.
Absolutely, you're ours.
The amazing KaLeigh.
Yes.
I'm KaLeigh Lee, no relation. We happen to work at the same place, the MHP Foundation. I have the background in fundraising. I have a master's degree in it, actually. And I came to this space too, same situation, mom, young professional, trying to learn what all the resources are, but also kind of break some of the professional over hoity-toity stigma that comes with these 3 fields, because I feel like we're all very honest, we're very forward-thinking, we're very straight shooter with all of our fields, and we're really excited to combine all those 3 elements and just break through that wall and really tell people what it really is about.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I bring finance to the table. My name is Andrea Lee. I'm an advisor with CoreVision Financial Group. I've been here for about 5.5 years. I'm also a certified financial planner, and which is a rarity as a female. So I do kind of want to toot my own horn a little bit on that.
You should.
But not that it's like a huge ordeal, but it's just a unique trait. And it wasn't easy. So ironically, my degree is in exercise science, which worked out really well when my kids were young. That allowed me to kind of work around their schedules as they approached school. I wanted to do a little bit more and have always had an interest in finance. Ironically, my first major in college was accounting. So, although that is not where I wanted to end up, so I did not. But so anyway, and I love finance. I love educating women about finance, because I think so many times I hear, oh, my husband handles that, or oh, I don't want to deal with that, or I don't want to think about it, or I've got plenty of time. Those all may be true, but it's not as scary as you may think. It's not as difficult as you may think. And I don't know, I kind of find it fun. I don't know how often, maybe once a month is what we're thinking, maybe to get something out. Our first event that we want to talk about, I'm going to let you 2 kind of take on that charge. So go ahead, tell us about it.
Do you want me to start with the background a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So that's actually, this event that we're about to talk about is the reason that all 3 of us are together. So when the MHP Foundation approached Andrea, and it was kind of cyclical actually, we said, you know what, we want to target women in finance specifically because it's an underrepresented field. We really want to get that focus out there because we have a strong women's alliance. We have a lot of female supporters, and we want to give them some benefit and want to help them with something. So we had an event last year called Investing in You, Wellbeing for Women, and it focused on finance, it focused on fitness, and LaTisha was our speaker for that. And we also talked about mental health because that was one of the 3 surveyed items that our female supporters really thought was important. So after we had that event, we regrouped and said this is something we really want to keep going. And so we're having it again this year. LaTisha, if you'll talk about that.
And this event this year, we decided to change it up just a bit. We're going to have it during the lunch hour on February 23rd So that way, whether you're taking a break from work or maybe you have a half day, you can come and enjoy this time with 3 professionals in the world of finance. Andrea will be there, myself with fitness. We are doing also our mental health with an individual from the MHP, but just a way to really reach the women in the community with questions. You know, so many of us have questions on where can I work out at a discounted rate, or I don't understand money and my husband does all the money, or honestly and I keep going back to 3 kids, but with my 3 kids or my day-to-day job, I don't have any time for me, for my mental well-being. And so hosting this event, this free event, so really emphasizing that free to the women in our community, you guys can come, the women can come and just really have that time for themselves to learn and ask the questions in regards to finance and fitness and mental health on February 23rd.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring your mom, bring your grandmother, bring your granddaughter, bring your daughter. Just really getting those resources of people in our community that can help support each other, and knowing who to ask and you know what even exists just right here. Just knowing those things sometimes makes it a little bit easier.
Right. But you know, and something to even add to that is I feel like we all have questions, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
and we're all learning, but sometimes it's finding those resources on what to use and leaning on each other, because as women, as working women or stay-at-home moms, I mean, we all have our questions, and you know, and being able to provide those answers. And you know, we definitely don't know all the answers. I would say all 3 of us, we don't, but we want to help find the answers and be there and grow with each one of you. And I think with us starting it and solidifying it on February 23rd, that hey, we want to help you guys invest in you.
Yeah.
We want to invest in ourselves, that we all can be those strong suits together.
Yeah, it's a learning opportunity for any age and stage. I mean, you're
Absolutely.
a financial professional. You commented last year, you learned things this
absolutely.
summer.
Yeah.
It's just a great opportunity for any woman in the community that wants to learn more. Yeah.
Right, absolutely. Even with my background, obviously I'm in finance, but I also have a degree in exercise science, worked in that space, I don't know, 10 or 15 years at least. So it's not something that I don't know about, but it's still something, especially now, I've got a husband that travels at least 3 nights a week. I work full time, I'm involved in our community, and then I also have 2 children that, you know, have their own lives as well. And so just kind of finding that time for myself. So we've talked about maybe using me as a guinea pig to kind of help me along with my own journey and kind of what that looks like. And so again, even though I have that knowledge, I still have my own struggles within that. I know LaTisha has talked about finance and that being something that she doesn't love.
Yes, and I want help. So, and that goes to me being Andrea's guinea pig when it comes to finance. You know, helping me on the right path, helping me learn more about my own personal finances, and that's something I want to share with you guys, because I think us being as open with all of y'all in the community and all the women, I think that's so important in growing and knowing that hey, we're real people too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all want to learn, and maybe seeing us go through these different steps, it'll help all of you be more, you know, excited for that as well, and being able to help find yourself and invest in yourself.
Right. And not beat up yourself.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
That's my guilt.
Yeah.
Like I always struggle with that. It's like, well, why can't I figure it out? That person can figure it out.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
just learning, like, we all kind of struggle
Right.
like,
Right.
with different
Right.
things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.